guys, Mustache here, this time with another review, this time of something a little different, and I have a little helper here. This is my cat. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we have the Max Factory FigmaPLUS School Route Set. As you can see, it says more ways to enjoy Figma figures. It says no Figma figures are included with product. And it says modeled by Max Factory, illustrated by Ray. Copyright Max Factory. It says FigmaPLUS right there. And you do see a picture of the little base there. Kitty's looking at the back, making sure everything's alright. On the front side, it does say School Route Set. It says action figure quotations Figma, Figma.jp. On the back, you do see some of the plain figures with the Figma base here, and they're kind of chilling out. As well as you can see, it does come with the backdrop. Here's another picture of the set, some of the signs, as well as everything together. I bought this off of Amazon. It was, I think, $22 to $25. On the other side, we do have the same thing as the first side with the School Route Set and the FigmaPLUS. Going up here, we have that picture of the set with the figures. And then it says Max Factory right there. And then on the bottom, it is the same thing. So let's go ahead and get into the box and check it out. Okay, so Kitty is super stoked that we have everything out of the box now. We do have quite a few things, just like the Figma Yawamusha pedal figures. A lot of these things are sprues, but first off, we do have the Asphalt here, which we get 2 pieces of Asphalt. The other one is in the bag. These also accommodate the Figma stands. As you can see, we have small pegs as well as big peg holes. And then going into the instructions, you can see all of the different things here, how to put together the berm, how to put together some of these caution symbols, the lines on the street, as well as how to put these together. So we will get into the backdrop, which is big. I did not expect it to be this big. I honestly feel like the pictures on the box really don't do it justice on how big the actual item is. So there's that right there. So you can actually fit quite a few figures on there if you wanted to. Like I said, I bought this for my Yawamusha pedal figures. And then going into the stickers, you do have the different caution stickers and things like that, like the pedestrian, the kid crossing, the bikes, the bike and pedestrian, just bikes, no cars, no turning, no U-turns, no things in general, the caution, the 50 kilometers, the one way, the both ways, the caution, the other way, and then we have the left turn, or turn, straight, pedestrian and bike. So that's pretty cool. They do give you quite a bit. And then going into the sprues, here are the sprues. So here's that kind of railing. Here's a few signs. Here is the berm here, as well as a sign, as well as some of the poles. And then the other berm. So these two are actually the same, just switched. And then we do have the pieces that actually clip the 2 bases together, or the backdrop and the pieces together. So these actually just go on the side. I will have to look at the instructions to see how to do this perfectly. So let's see here. So it looks like you do kind of just stick them in here. Oh, so you stick them right here, and they will clip on like so. I don't know if my camera really picks that up, but you have a peg here, and they meet up like that. And then I think that's also, oh, my partner left. So that's how you actually do the insides as well, I think, for the backdrops. I think it just slips into right there. Or let's see, peg it up here. Pegs aren't really lining up this way. Yeah, so yeah, I think you just do it like this. It's flush, I think, but it's not super tight to where you'd still be able to do that. But we will get everything set up and get the figures in the shot to check it out. One thing I did forget to go over, as you can see, the panels look a little different. You actually do get these panels to go on the edges of all of these squares. So I have one for this side, one for this side, but since I have them together, they don't, clip on. But as you can see, I do have these other 2, and that's actually how you put the backdrop on. If you can see, you actually just slide these out a little bit, and you're able to put the backdrop on. So they do go flush with it, and then once you slide it out a little bit, you can put the backdrop on. So on this side here, as you can see, this one is not slid out, so I can't put it in there. But then if you go to this side, which I've already slid out, so you can kind of see the break right there. And let me go ahead and make sure this other one is slid out all the way as well. you can go ahead and grab it, put it right here, and it just clips in like so. Make sure they're edged up, and then you push them back in, and it's pretty tight. So as you can see, the backdrop is on, and it's super snug. It does say you can even do these at an angle, or if you have an angled backdrop, that would work. I wouldn't want to bend this one, so I would probably either print out another one to use, or, you know, maybe there's more that actually do accommodate the angles. So now we're back after a little bit of time. As you can see, this scene looks really great with figures like this. This is, like I said, this is why I bought this particular scene. I'm going to go ahead and put the box down here. As you can see, I have almost everything in the scene here. So here we have the little driving guardrail. We have the sign with the bike. One thing I don't like is that this does kind of wobble. Oh, you can barely see the sign. So here, there's a better spot for the sign. It does kind of wobble just because it has this peg right here. And that's how they come together, is that you have one here and one here. Maybe I just put the wrong ones together. I don't think I did, because here's another finished one. Oh yeah, I guess maybe I did. So I was supposed to go like, because we have one that's an extremely long piece. Oh, now they don't want to come away from each other. There, okay, there's one, and there's the other one. Okay, no broken pieces. See, no, so I am right. You can't put these pieces together because there's no pegs on them. So you have to use one of these, and this piece actually is like a little piece that comes off. So you go like that, and then they plug into the back of the sign here, like so, and boom, you're tight. Maybe I should be using this sign for or that part for the sign, but it just doesn't work. And as you can see, it ends up making it pretty wobbly. But nonetheless, it still looks really good. As you can see, they do accommodate the pegs from the other Figmas as well. So as you can see, the one on Onata here is actually pegged in right behind the berm there. I don't know if you can see that. Here, let me spin them around a little bit. So right there, it's pegged in. And just look at that. That scene looks really good. So even if you wanted to do it like that, move Makishima's head a little bit and he would look this way. And that looks really cool. I definitely, like I said, I wanted to buy multiple of these. I wanted to buy 2 of these to give myself a bigger space. But when I ordered this, they only had one left. I bought it off Amazon. Like I said, it was $22 to $25. I had an Amazon gift card. But it does look really good, especially with the backdrop and everything. It would have given you more space to get another one to put a peg on this guy or to a peg on the bike. But this looks extremely cool. Like I said, this is a separate piece here, as well as I do have this piece ready. So all you have to do is when you want to use that one, you have to find the smaller pegs, and that just pegs in there. I'm not going to go ahead and put it all the way, or I think Onata is probably going to fall, or Makishima is going to fall. But it looks really cool. One gripe I do have is that if we move this guy, which this one was extremely hard to pose right here, is this particular item here. So we have the guardrail for the driving piece, but there is no connector. So it ends up being broken like that unless you put somebody in front of it to kind of deter your eye from it. So now you can't see it because there's a figure there. But it still looks pretty good if you can set it up well. This little curve is a separate piece. These little things are a separate piece. I really like it. I know Figuarts had hinted at them doing something with a green screen, or maybe a like stage act kind of like this. But I personally really enjoy this one. It was really cool. The deal was great. I love the backdrop. I love the little clasp to put the backdrops in. I can't wait to get another one of these. I know they have a classroom scene. They have one that's more for the Love Live figures, I think they're called. And they're like kind of a stage with lights and all that. But I love these. These are really nice. I can't wait to get another one. I can't wait for them to make more of these guys for Yowamushi Pedal. If you would like a review of these guys, make sure you comment down below and comment that you would like a review of Onata or Makishima. So, Mustache again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.